All right, welcome back to the podcast. I got Micah from Sagetown here, back again. How's it going,
Glad,
buddy?
glad to be back.
Back like you never left.
Yeah, first time for the second time. What's
Yep,
up?
we're out here doing it. We're gonna get into it today. We're gonna talk about green tea and why it's green and other things of interesting intellectual conversation.
Definitely more than just green tea.
Okay, well
This
let's.
time we're actually drinking tea in our mugs this time.
Well, no one needs to know what we had in our mugs last time,
I'm just saying there's tea in it
and
this time.
for all they know, we could have God knows what in these mugs right now. They could be empty.
Oh man, you
And this
took
could
out the
just be
string. I don't
for
even have the
show.
string to show
There is no string.
them.
There was never a string.
There was a string.
Hot green tea today on a warm 75-degree day. 75, but it feels like it's like 40 degrees outside.
There's a lot of wind. It's
Why
not
is
that.
that?
It's not that warm.
66 degrees right now.
Yeah, I was about to say 75. There's no way it's 75 out.
All right, I got a
At
thermostat in
least
there, and it was saying it was 70 something earlier, but I guarantee it was because the sun was beating on it.
I'm just glad the sun is out for once.
The sun is out, which means the fun is out, and that can only mean one thing, which is this podcast is going to be fun as shit because the sun is out and I don't make the rules.
I mean, dude, there's been a lot of fun stuff happening.
What's been going on, Mike? I'm not really like following the news cycle as closely as you are. The things
Uh,
I pay attention to are
I mean,
mainly
I'm
just
I'm talking music, dog.
okay. I'm talking just like I get like Google updates. Sometimes Google tells me what's happening in the world
I
if
mean,
it's important.
shout out to Sonny.
Shout out to Sunny. Sun's out, guns out.
Shout out to Subtronics.
Yep, shout out to Subtronics. He dropped an album. Skrillex dropped an album. Who else? Mersive dropped an album.
All fire.
Beast Boy dropped an album. Have you listened to that?
No,
Have you listened to the Mersive one yet?
I kinda.
That one's like very nostalgic, vibey sounding, like old school.
Sometimes I only get the bits and pieces, but from
I
what
feel
I
that.
did hear, yeah,
Speed, listen to it,
man, Beast Boy,
dude. Yeah, that album's
eh?
actually insane. Like the amount of work that went into that album
Dude, his live
must
shows
have
are
been
just
insane.
incredible, honestly.
Wait, yeah. When did you see him live?
Oh, I saw him. What was it, Murata? He opened up for Murata, or was it? No, I want to say it was that show.
Was
Yeah, I
it?
saw Beast Boy open up for Murata, and it was, it was pretty
It was
awesome.
beastly.
Yeah.
Yeah, Beast Boy's sick, dude. I seen him one time, I think at festival late at night, and it was good. It was good, and I knew a couple of his songs before this album, but then when he dropped the album and I listened to the front all the way to the back of it, it's insane. Makes you want to stop what you're doing as a music producer
Well,
and just join
shit.
the Beast Boy fan club.
Let's put that one on pause because I still haven't listened to any of it. But let me be the first to ask you, how do you like that new Skrillex album?
Let me be the first one to say the Skrillex album is dog shit, and it's the probably the worst thing I've ever heard in my entire life, and I loved it. It
I
was
knew
so
that was
good.
coming.
It was so
Yeah.
good. Here's the thing. There's a lot of like conspiracy up in the air, like what what led up to this album, why this album. There was talks that there was a dubstep album in the works. Is this the dubstep album?
I mean, they've been leaking it what for like 4 years.
It's been getting leaked for a long time. There's songs from, you know, 10 plus years ago on
Yeah,
there.
I can believe that.
And there's people were talking about his like his contract with what is it, Atlantic Records or whoever
Didn't he?
or Capitol. But I think whoever he was signed with, like he's getting out of that contract.
I heard is he not already out of it?
I think this album was like the last like negotiated thing that he had to release because to me it felt like let me just
What the people
let me
want?
go through my computer and like release an album just based off of like all of the unreleased songs that I have built up. There wasn't really a theme. He had like the DJ Smokey theme over the whole thing, which was
This
fun. I
is
liked it.
DJ Skrillex.
Yeah, I liked that. It was cool.
I am so depressed.
It made it like lighthearted and funny and like kind of meme culture. He kind of embraced it. I'm like, dude, you're 30 how many years old and you're still like riding the meme culture, and I love the fact that he put that all throughout the album. But it just seemed like it wasn't really like conceptually like a sonic album of like
It's almost like
his
a
last two albums, you know what I'm saying, were telling stories, whereas this was just like here's all these fucking
yeah,
songs.
almost like it reminded me of like, have you ever seen those artists that like make paintings by just throwing things at the wall, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
I felt like that's kind of how that album was
David
made,
Cho I think does that.
but it looked great, you know, it was a beautiful piece of art, you know,
I
even
mean,
though it
if
was thrown at a wall.
here's the thing, if Skrillex was throwing paint out the wall and then blowing on it with a straw like we did when you were in 6th grade art class, everyone would love it. I would love it because you know who the artist is.
True.
I'm not trying to say the songs are bad. I really like a lot of the songs on there. But what I will say is like all the leaks and stuff that's been happening, all of the like unreleased Skrillex that has been in the ether for the past like year and a half, some of those songs were not on this freaking album. I'm like, where are they? What did you do with them? What's going on? And then that's where the part of my brain goes, oh well, that's because this album was just a dump album,
I was literally just
dumping
about
all the
to.
shit onto the record label, onto Atlantic, so now he can be independent and release that good.
So when's the next album?
Well, dude, he's kind of in a every I don't know.
You think he'll even put out an album per se?
I have no idea because there's all these like leaks and side projects and stuff that I don't know if it's people. I don't know if it's him or if it's people like trying to say that they're him. There's probably a lot. I know there's a lot of that happening, but there's one account out there that's like looks like it's pretty legit.
I think I'm aware of the account you're talking about. Not sure whether we should say it on here or
It's
not.
probably not. It's probably not legit at all. But there's some songs on there that I wish Skrillex would put out so I could listen to them like officially. Um, but yeah, just can you mute that for me?
Yes, I can.
Probably gonna be a very popular guy today when we're trying to record this.
Let me turn off my fucking. Oops. Silence.
But, yeah, same. Yeah. But then this Subtronics album, did you get through that whole thing? That behemoth
Oh yeah,
a couple times now.
yeah.
It's good.
Definitely digging it. I wish sometimes he would take his time. I mean, I don't take his time with some of the sounds I hear in his songs. Like it's almost like jam packed, you know.
Yeah.
Like it's only a 30 second part of his song, but I want it to be a whole song, you know.
Yeah, he packs it in there. He's flexing that sound design.
I'm sure he can do some amazing things live with it, and that's what I'm incredibly excited for. But man,
Oh, it's gonna be insane live.
it made me, yeah. Honestly, it made me already question what he's doing next. Like, I'm like, because he's also one that is one to leak, but in a different style than Skrillex.
Yeah, he leaks throughout like sets and live
Sets,
sets. And
definitely.
the main thing is other DJs too. Well, you'll hear Willie go, "Who wants to hear this unreleased song with Subtronics?" And or Grizz did that with Grizztronics the first time they ever played it at Electric Forest that one year.
Well,
That was
dude,
like the best marketing you could ever do for a
it's
song.
crazy because my there's one set of Subtronics that I saw that really stuck out, and that was at Lost Lands in this is about a year before the Fractals album came out.
Mm-hmm.
When did that? 21? 2020.
Yeah, year before would have been like 2019, 2020.
It was either in 19 or 21. I can't remember. I
Yeah.
was there both years, but Lost Lands didn't happen in 20.
Yeah.
I think it was in 21. I think Fractals came out in 22, I want to say.
Yeah.
Well,
We
about a
could
year
easily we could fact check it, but it's not important.
about a year in advance. Yeah, he almost played the whole album in a way. I want to say,
Yeah.
like
Yeah, he's teasing it.
it's crazy. It's crazy to feel like you listen to an album and you're like, have I heard this already? Well, yeah, kind of have.
Dude, yeah, I feel that all the time. Especially like there's individual songs that I will hear like either in a set or like in a live experience, and I will like go back to where I heard that song for the first time. Like, and it's like almost like an acid flashback.
Dude, same
You get
same
that?
feeling. Yeah,
It's crazy.
same feeling. It's almost like a mixture of yeah, an acid flashback, and it kind of hits my nostalgia, like the same feeling I feel when I feel that nostalgia.
Yeah.
Even though it's not that old.
And that's why like when like when I like saw Subtronics at Red Rocks for the first time, and then like he dropped the Fractals album like, a couple months after that or something. Like every single one of those songs took me right back to that night of like being at Red Rocks and hearing him play that, and like, oh, I remember what the visuals look like at this part. I remember what my friends around me were doing when he dropped this.
My first time seeing Subtronics was at Club Europe.
Oh, well, we don't talk about them. Yeah, not gonna give them any promo.
Second time, though, finally caught the tad end of a festival set at Lost Lands. See, I had to have been 21 for the Fractal set that I was talking about, because 2019 was my first time seeing him at a festival, and it was a day set. But man, what a crazy day set! No wonder why they put him at night from then on out. You
Yeah,
know.
yeah. First time I saw him was at Scamp, and it was during the day.
Lost Lands be messing up sometimes by putting ridiculously good people on in the middle of the day.
Yeah, but they don't really have a choice. But at Scamp in 2017, he wasn't really that big of a deal yet, so they put him like it was in a tent, so it was like outside but not outside. And oh my god, dude, it was like peak 2017 dubstep, so he wasn't even like there wasn't even really like that cyclopsy like subtronic sound yet. It was just like the
Dub,
bro step era and
yeah,
rhythm, like when rhythm was like first popping out and shit, and
but
it was insane. And then later the same night, we were walking by the same tent, like 12 hours later or something, because we were working this festival, so like we couldn't just watch every set. But we were walking right by the tent, and in the parking lot behind the tent, it's like 100 people crowded around this like minivan, and the gates up on the minivan. They're playing music, and we walk by, and it's Subtronics just still playing rhythm 12 hours later, just like
it's just
maybe a
like
100 feet from where we saw him last.
it's just like even like before Black Label.
No, this is probably around the same. This was probably a year before that because that was probably 2018.
Okay, okay.
This was 2017. Back in the
Oh,
good old days. Shout out to Scamp, R.I.P. Scamp. It's now Soul Shine or something.
well, technically they're doing those inner city shows. I forget where. Did you hear about that?
What do you mean inner city show?
They got those what is it, Peoria, maybe? But instead of doing the whole camping festival, they're now doing like 2-day show runs in the city.
Oh, that sounds horrible.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. Summer camp, please go back. I know it's expensive, but just save up until you can,
Yeah, go back to the woods.
please. Shout out to summer camp.
Yeah, the Wooks like it there. Yeah, that was a fun time, dude. We got paid like $1,200 for the weekend to go be security.
And
And man, if you wanted to sneak some shit in to summer camp, that was the year to do it. Because I was like the sergeant of arms of the checkpoint.
Really?
Like I was the guy that like I held down the shift all day at my post and like two other posts, and then people would come and like rotate in and out, but I stayed all day
I'm
for
sure you
12
let
hours.
nothing slide, did you?
Dude, shout out to those of you that remember um, summer camp 2017. There was one guy, shout out to this guy, man. I'll never forget this. He comes up to me and I'm just doing my job and I go, "Hey buddy, you got to scan your wristband cuz like they had at the time like this, thing you boop and
Yeah.
slide your wristband over." And he comes like storming through and I'm like, "Whoa, whoa, 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 man. You got to scan your wristband like please." And he's like, "Oh, he like I thought we were about to have, an altercation." And he goes and he scans the wristband, he comes back to me. He goes, "Man, fuck it. You know what?" And he reaches in his pocket and he like pulls out all this weed, probably an ounce of weed. And he's like, "Open your hands." And he puts it in my hands and he goes, "I hope you have a better day than I've been having." And I was like, "I will now that you did this and you blessed me with this. Thank you very." I don't know. We didn't even talk. I kind of wonder how his day was going up till that point, but
Man.
he blessed me, dude. And then my boss, the security guy, he was just in a golf cart. That's the only reason he was a boss is because he had a golf cart. And I told him what happened, and he was like, "All right, well, you split that with me," and I had to end up giving him half the weed.
Oh, I've been like, you only gave me this nug.
All right, we're back in it. Technical difficulties, back like we never left. Anyway, let's talk about what were we talking about? Festivals? Should we keep talking about festivals?
Oh my God. I mean, we were talking about 2017 earlier, which was my first, I would consider, it wasn't my first music festivals. I've been to plenty before that, but it was my first, I would say, huge corporate music festival. Just up and went to EDC Las Vegas
2017.
2017. And pointers, I would definitely go with the biggest group of people you could possibly go with. Going there alone and even going there with one other person can be very stimulating.
You just went with one person.
Yeah, I just went with one person.
How did you get there? You flew.
No, we drove.
How was that?
It was really cool actually. I mean, I will say the ride back was definitely a lot more aggravating than the ride there, but it's kind of cool. We about a 24-hour drive, and we made a pit stop in Colorado. Actually, we stayed in Aurora, pretty close to Denver,
Was that
but
on the way?
yeah, yeah,
It's good.
I had to make a pit stop to pick up some supplies
Yeah,
for
as you do.
Vegas. Yeah, this was before Vegas was as cool as they are now.
They're
But
cool now. That's good.
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
going
they're
there in a
very
couple
cool
months.
now.
So
Yeah.
I think I'm probably gonna have to drive.
Ooh,
It's expensive to fly, man, out there.
have you
But also, like, I'm gonna have to go out there, and I think it's a camping thing. So, did you camp when you went to EDC, or did you stay in a hotel?
well, 2017 was before they even had a camping option. Honestly, camping out there is pretty wild if you're not used to the desert. I would not want to camp out there unless I
Yeah,
was strictly on a no, there's no way I wouldn't even want to camp out there.
yeah, without an RV.
mm, we actually stayed in a condo while we were there. My buddy who I went with, stroke of luck, he had a uncle that was a professional motocross um, person,
How far
and
was the condo from the thing?
kind of aggravatingly far actually.
Really?
Yeah, a little bit. Where the
Like,
condo was and I don't know how familiar you'd be with this. I'm not even too familiar with this, but everything is so focused on the strip, the new strip,
yeah,
because don't get it mixed up with the old strip. There's two strips.
yeah.
And pretty much those are two hotspots along with the mall. People will
Mm-hmm.
talk about the mall, and if you ever seen pictures of like the zip lining with the huge screens and projections, that's that place. But there's also this place called the Stratosphere, which is a pretty huge landmark. It's a huge tower with a theme park on top of it. But
Okay.
that that was where our condo was. Like we went out to the balcony and you see the Stratosphere is
Well,
pretty awesome. But we're still about 20 25 minute drive from the Strip, which is where EDC like hyper focuses on.
mm-hmm.
If you stay on the Strip, you got plenty of shuttles that you can hop on.
Yeah.
They make it pretty easy there.
Is it still there?
The what?
Is it still there, or isn't it on like a racetrack now?
Yeah. Now the actual festival from the city is still like a half an hour to 45 minute drive usually, but you may as well consider that 2 to 3 hours because traffic sucks.
Oh shit.
So yeah, also some incredibly good advice. If you're stuck in traffic at EDC or you plan to be, or you plan on just getting in a car at Vegas, always use the bathroom before you go in because my my friend I was with there was this one time we were literally like we could walk faster than what this traffic was going and he was dancing in his chair like he had to go.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when you're in the middle of the desert, it's pretty tempting to look outside and be like, well, I could just go right over there, right?
There's not much cover though.
Oh, no, not much cover at all, actually. No
Yeah.
cover at all. And it was kind of crazy because we actually saw a guy that was a couple cars in front of us that got out of his car and went to the side of the road to try to take a leak. And dude, we didn't even see where this cop came from, but he came up on like a little motorcycle, just whoop,
Yeah.
whoop. I was like, whoa. It's like they know. So yeah, as much as you have to go to the bathroom and you think that it's a good idea getting out of the car and going, do not do that in Vegas.
No, that sounds like a bonehead move to get out of your car while you're in traffic to take a piss.
Well, it's kind of crazy because we're also being yelled at by our Uber driver. He was like, "I swear to God, do not piss on my car."
Oh my god.
It was wild. Like that was our first time actually go the first night we went. So
So you had to Uber there and back every night?
we could have drove, but we knew we didn't want to drive.
So you Ubered there and back every night,
Yeah,
and it was a 3 hour Uber?
yeah, yeah, for everybody,
That seems insane. So
dude.
that's 6 hours of traveling per day to get there.
Well, it's a lot faster getting out than it is in.
Yeah.
I'll say that. But
I'd have
uh,
just slept at the festival.
no, they'll kick you out.
Hide in like an owl or like a clown's ass or something somewhere.
Maybe next time,
I'm just saying, dude, that sounds like a hell of a travel.
dude. I mean, there's other options. It's all about the money. If you really wanna not wait, they do offer helicopter taxis.
Yeah, no, fine. There's probably an in between there from Ubering 6 hours to
Oh, did I
taking a
mention the
helicopter.
secret underground road that go? No, I don't know. There's probably not another way.
I mean, there might be now.
Hopefully they
Elon's
fix
got those
it, dude.
underground Tesla tunnels.
It for real is crazy because like, I mean, the first day we got there was the whole my buddy having a piss fiasco. You should have seen how fast he ran after he got out of that car into any random direction because he was just like porta
Just had
potty.
to find one.
Yep, dead sprint. I had to. It was almost nerve wracking because I almost lost him with how fast he was going. And there was hella people out there, but oh, the second time we went out there, um, with the Uber driver, we're pretty much like a mile. Now, here's the crazy part that I didn't register. We actually got in there way quicker the first day. And now my buddy had to pee, but we're probably only waiting in traffic for maybe a half an hour, 45 minutes. It
That's not
wasn't
bad.
it wasn't until the second day where the 3 hour wait came into play. And the only reason why it was such a big deal was because of my judgment in Vegas. So right before our Uber came, I thought it would be a genius idea to eat a couple tabs.
Mm-hmm.
Because the wait was about a 45, 30 minute wait the day before, so I was like, perfect, right when I get there, I'll be nice and going.
Yep.
No.
It's quick math.
Yeah, well, instead it started aggressively kicking in the backseat of an Uber
It's like
and
in traffic, standstill traffic.
in standstill traffic. Yeah.
People peeing all around you.
No, no. They don't try to pee, they'll get busted. People getting arrested all around me.
Jeez. I mean, it's what probably because more people come to the festival. The later the festival, like more
Yeah,
people are
this
gonna
was
come
at
on
night.
Saturday. Well, I was thinking like you show up on Friday, and then more people show up on Saturday, and then the most people show up on Sunday.
Eh,
Because then, yeah, because
maybe,
that's the
yeah.
cheapest ticket. People just come for one day. They come for the last day. I've done that. It's
Yeah,
cheap.
yeah,
A
yeah.
bunch of people do that.
I mean, dude, I mean, there's hundreds of thousands of people that run through this place, so it's kind of even hard to see it on a scale even in
Right, but
person.
probably Saturday was just a busier day.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, definitely like man, I started tripping balls in the back of this Uber. We were probably about a mile and a half away from the festival, and I just remember like being like, man, I could walk fast in this traffic. And it's funny, I think the telepathy worked because about 2 seconds later, our Uber driver like kind of looked at us and was like, you guys could probably get there faster by walking. And I was like, yep.
You walk.
Oh, hell yeah, get me the hell out of this Uber.
What, you walked up to security?
No, actually, we're still a mile and a half away. The walk was actually a crazy adventure in its own because of who we met.
What,
I
Santa Claus?
well, I don't, no, it was this. So the sad part is that I wish I could remember her name. But so anyways, me and my buddy were definitely out there walking down the side of the road, and we were the only ones at first. I think it was because of how far back we really were. We were just ballsy enough to start the journey that early. But it didn't take too much time before we started seeing bodies in front of us.
Real
And
bodies.
yeah, other people started
Humans.
walking. Yeah, I mean, we weren't the only ones that were gonna get out and walk, but so we see this girl in front of us, and she was like seeming like she was trying to get the attention of the people in front of her, which were kind of a distance out.
Mm-hmm.
And we're
Oldest
walking.
trick in the book, by the way.
What?
Just that's the funniest prank to ever pull. Just like get somebody and say, "Hey, get him," and then you get his attention. You go, "Hey, get her," and then you get her attention. You go, "Hey, get him way up there," and then it's just all for nothing. It's hilarious.
Dude, if I ever fell victim to that, I might have been blacked out because I don't remember.
You're just like, "Hey, hey, he wants to talk to."
Be like, this guy wants to talk to that guy, and that girl. You guys need to talk to each other.
Anyway, what happens?
Oh man. Oh yeah. We're walking on the side of the road and trying to get to EDC rather quickly. We're walking way faster than the person that's in front of us because we just want to get there.
Yeah.
And eventually she actually turns around and she was like, "Oh my god, people." Like she got stoked and she drastically slowed down and kind of waited for us. And it was this Latina woman. She was a little bit older than us. I was
Latina mami,
yeah. Oh yeah.
abuelita.
Yes. She was from
Was she a torta?
she was from Southern California.
Ooh,
She
a little
said
tortita.
she said that she usually like so south to where like she typically hangs out in Tijuana.
Dude, that's what's up.
This chick was crazy. So anyways,
It's
like
good living down there. You can get
she
it.
she was telling us this story about how she's been stranded in Vegas for like the past like 3 weeks.
I knew that was coming.
Yeah,
When the fact that she said, "Oh, people," like
right.
you're at a music festival.
Oh, yeah,
There's people
huge.
everywhere.
Yeah. And she was like, "Man, I've been good. I've been good." But she's like, about like 4 days ago, she's like, I ran out of weed. I was like, "Damn, that sucks." She's like, "That's really all I want." And I was like, you remember the pit stop in Colorado we were talking about earlier?
Mhm.
Oh, I had a pocket full of pre rolls.
Mhm.
Yeah, I immediately pulled one out. I was like, "Oh, I got like this joint if you want it." Dude, her eyes lit up and she was like, "Oh my God, where did you get that?" Because, it's hard to find it in Vegas at that time, actually.
Yeah.
And it kind of blew my mind because this was like literally a month, if not less, than when they legalized it. Because there's this one instance the first day where I was going through the checking line, the security line, and I literally saw a security guard pull out of this kid's cargo pockets just a handful of blunts
Mhm.
and look at them and then put them back in and let them go. And I was like, "Oh my God." Like, I was like telling the people in the line around me, I was like, "Did you guys see that?" And they're like, "Dude, yeah, it's legal here, dummy. Like, where are
Oh
you?"
wow.
I was like, "Yeah, I'm obviously not from around here."
Yeah.
But
Back then, yeah, that was strange to see.
2017 was lit, man.
But
But anyways, yeah, back to this Latina mommy.
mhm.
She got so stoked, man. Like, I made her day giving her that joint, and I lit up another one. It's like,
This is like outside the festival.
no, we're still walking on the side of the road at this
Yeah,
point.
this is going towards the
Yeah,
festival.
like, we can maybe see a glimpse of the first security check. Like, it's still,
Dude, that lady probably makes 200 grand a year in free joints that people give her
dude, this
on the
lady,
side of the road outside of EDC.
she had magical powers.
I mean, do we have to cut? Is this gonna get graphic?
No.
What are you talking about, Willis?
So, I mean, so we finally get to the point where, we smoke the weed. She got high, thank God. And she's like, "You guys are awesome." And she's like, "You guys want to hang out and like go into the festival together?" And we're just like, "Sure, we're here alone." She's like, "You guys are here alone?" She's like, "That's wild, man." And I was like, "Yeah." So we finally get to like the main parking lot. We're still not even at security check. We just get to the parking lot. This place
Mm-hmm.
is massive. It's Las Vegas Speedway. But like right when security is in view, she's like, "Oh yeah, 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 let's stop." And I did forget to tell her that I already was tripping. That was
Sure.
one thing I did forget to mention. But of course, this weirdo is gonna be like, "Hey, I'm gonna repay the favor. You guys should close your eyes and open your mouths." I was like, "What?"
Uh-oh, what you got, Mamacita?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But I did, I did, and I pretty much felt a pretty much like a double stack launch in the back of my throat. Like, she just threw that shit in there.
The double stack of what?
Ecstasy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Big ass pill.
Like she didn't even like put some water in your mouth and let
No.
you rinse it down.
No. She like shot it in the
Just threw
back
it
of
in there
my
like a
throat.
dog and hold
Yeah.
your mouth closed. Swallow.
Pretty much. Almost. And after that, I was like, "Oh yeah, I forgot to mention we took a bunch of tabs right before we came here." So at this point, I knew it was gonna be one hell of a night. Like, it was dude. It got crazier. It got crazier.
Mm-hmm.
So we finally make it to the security line, right? And
Jeez.
she looks at us and she's like, "Are you guys just like here without girls?" We're like, "Yeah, we're shy boys from Illinois. What about girls?" She's like, "Hold on one second. Just give me." She's like, "Give me a second. Give me a minute." So like we're looking at the line to the festival. We're not jumping in it yet because we're waiting for her because she said that she'll be back in a minute. So we're just chilling in that spot for a
You'd never
second.
see her again.
Dude, literally like less than 5 minutes later, she comes back with these two girls from
From the side of the road.
dude, these girls, they're more senoritas. These girls were
Yeah.
actually legitimately from Mexico City.
Yeah.
Thick accent and everything.
Thick accente. So okay.
Muy
So two more figments of your acid trip appear, and they're
uh
beautiful foreign ladies. Bonita.
muy caliente.
Okay.
Yeah.
Caliente.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sure.
So anyways, she's like, "All right, well, dude, she came to me and she's like, since you're the one that gave me the weed, she's like, which one do you want?" I was like, "Seriously? Is this real life?"
Cuánto
I
cuesta?
Yeah, it's, eeny, meeny, miny, mo, man.
¿Cuántos dineros?
Honestly, I didn't care.
Uh-huh.
So by the time we actually got in line, we had girls for the nights. Now, bid you, I love my girlfriend right now. Sage is the best woman in the world.
And these women were figments of your acid trip. They weren't real.
Let's say that, yeah. Let's
Wink to camera.
figments.
So, and they all happen to have EDC tickets?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, we're all walking to the line to EDC, so most
So
people.
this girl is stuck in Vegas trying to get back to San Diego.
I don't know if she was trying to get back.
Well, you're not stuck if you're spending $600 on EDC.
I don't know if she spent money on her ticket.
Yeah, probably not. She probably just said, "Close your eyes, open your mouth."
Yeah. Dude, it got even crazier after that, man.
Well, keep it going. What happened?
Well, so
You're candy flipping.
yeah. So
You're
we
already on the. You're already taking the tabs have done their thing.
yeah,
She doses you.
they're in effect, yeah. Get the second double dosing of the ecstasy, candy flipping. And then we get the girls and we finally go through security, and somehow this chick with the magical powers, the older one, she's like looking at the line and she's like, yeah, fuck this line. And she takes us to like the very, like, basically she just takes us to the front and lets us like just majorly cuts in front of everybody,
That's a
like
dick move.
yeah, like a full on dick, but no one cared because
It's
like
okay. These guys are peaking. Let them in.
yeah, pretty much. Like she she
Get them to the
she
stage
she
now.
forces us to cut in front of everybody, which felt awkward a
Oh
little
yeah, you're
bit.
just shy Illinois
Yeah,
boys.
shy little Illinois boys in
Little
Vegas.
Belleville boys in Vegas. Bell
Yeah,
Vegas to real Vegas.
right. But anyway, so we finally get past security with the quickness, honestly, and she's like, "Hey, I know that there's this main entrance, but she's like, there's also this side entrance that's like around the track, around the racetrack."
Mm.
She's like, let's go in that way. And so we walk to like through this like building to the side entrance, and the instead of like going out through the bleachers like what you usually do when
Yeah.
you go in, it takes you almost directly to the racetrack where it's like a side entrance that goes. So you walk directly onto the racetrack. So we're almost inside, right? Like we're at the racetrack. And right when we're on, and this track is like an actual legitimate NASCAR. So it's like
Yeah,
at
it's
an
got
angle.
this. Yeah.
Yeah. And we're walking down this track and we're about halfway through it. And she's like, stop, everybody stop. And she's like,
What do you keep going?
no, no, I stopped, man. She's like, let's sit down for a second on this track. And I was like, all right. So we're sitting in like a little circle on the racetrack,
Just in the way.
just in kind of to the side. It's not,
Okay.
yeah, kind of to the side. We had like a little spot of our own, but yeah, she just pulls out a huge bag of blow and just dumps it a mountain of it on Las Vegas Speedway. And she's like, I always wanted to do blow off of the Speedway. And yeah,
Ew.
yeah, she took out,
That sounds disgusting.
dude, it was a memory, that's for sure.
How feral is that? Were you
Welcome to
guys just in a
Vegas.
circle, just fucking dicing?
Dude, she literally took out like 5 singles out of her little bag and started rolling them all up and divvying them out.
Girl.
And she didn't even do lines, she just did one community pile.
Oh my god.
Yeah. She's like, let's just get rid of this as fast as we can. So,
Like, no thanks, I'm on ecstasy.
so after that, I finally walked into the festival.
Yep. You just took all your drugs.
They weren't mine.
Just took all of the drugs.
I
And what
didn't. No,
do you
no.
remember what happened next?
Um. Oh, what happened next?
You
Honestly,
rolled your face off?
it's almost embarrassing to say what happened next because I do remember which set we went to and how much I enjoyed it.
Please share with the world.
We saw Datsik. Uh,
Wrong button.
oh, you're definitely gonna have to edit
That's
that.
I hit the wrong button, dude. I'm still new at this. So you saw Dat Sick.
Yeah, it was actually right at the beginning of
You
his
keep your eyes on those three mamacitas.
oh hell yeah. I mean, they were with us at the festival and after we left too. So,
Oh, oh,
yeah,
hey.
until the next morning, actually afternoon because our sleep schedules are all messed up. Yeah. We pretty much the next day before we went in to the third day cuz that was the second day we're like, yeah, we're going to split up and we're going to divide. So we all went out to dinner at In and Out and said goodbye forever.
Wow.
Yeah.
Never be seen again.
Nope. What a
Wonder,
night though.
wonder what they're up to.
It was crazy. The next day, I went back to EDC. That was the day that I saw Major Lazer, and dude, EDC is almost very. I saw Tiesto that night too.
Tostino.
The real Marshmallow.
Biggest DJ in the world, man. Highest paid.
Tiesto?
Yeah.
I thought that was Shaq.
Well, he's just physically the biggest. Tiesto is fiscally the biggest.
Is he really?
What are you gonna do? I mean, the last time I checked, yeah, he was getting paid the most. It's like
I
five
mean,
million dollars.
that was the thing, man. Like even in 2017, there was a rumor that the Tiesto set I saw was like a 3.5 million dollar set. I was like, no
Probably was.
way. I mean, it was crazy.
Got to be money laundering to some extent, you know.
Vegas, man. It might be legal there.
What happens in Vegas gets said on a podcast 9 years later, 8 years later.
Yeah. Should we well now I mean, that was just 2 nights in Vegas I covered, but should we talk about St. Louis now? The
I mean, kind of. I'm trying to mentally prepare myself to go to Vegas for
first time?
yeah. Just yeah, I'm going out there for 2 days in August. First time. I've been to the airport, gambled at the airport, but
Well,
that's it.
I will say save up your money if you're going to Vegas.
Yeah, I'm not really a gambler.
Thank God.
I
Because
would
if
I
you
like
are,
digital blackjack.
that's where I was thriving at whenever I was at Vegas. The only reason why I was
Digital?
yeah, yeah. The reason why I was sticking to digital is because I didn't want to talk to anybody, and I really just
Yeah,
wanted the free drinks.
100%. 100%. I don't want to talk to anybody. I want to just I'm an iPad kid. I want to just get my chicken tenders and my beer and sit there and put $40 in the machine and lose it all. The most money I've ever won gambling was on a slot machine. I won
Believe that?
it was like $40.
Really? Really?
Yeah.
Dude, I won
I've
like
only gone like 3 or 4 times. So
there was one time, only one time where I won like over $200 from a slot machine. But I will say that there was also this very, very, very bogus time of my life and it was just one moment where I had, you know, a basic rich asshole friend that took me to the casino, and basically he put money into his machine and then put money into the machine next to him and was like, Micah,
Mm-hmm.
can you do this machine for me? And I won him like over $600.
And you didn't get anything.
uh I mean
He might have gave you
he
a cut.
might have bought me something
He gave you
or
some
another.
running around money,
I don't
didn't
think
he?
he even gave me that.
No.
We might have left after that.
Dude, even like when I took my girlfriend to the casino and we brought her best friend, I gave her like $10. I'm like, go crazy.
Yeah. Um oh, that's a cool shirt. I just noticed that.
Thank you. Shout out. It's LimeWire.
Yeah.
Shout out to LimeWire.
Very familiar with what LimeWire. Speaking of shirt,
Speaking of
wearing
shirts, good segue. What kind of
wearing
shirt you got on? That's a sick
um
shirt.
a print by Dylan Smith. Shout out to Dylan Smith, and everybody should look up that name on Facebook. Find a long-haired hippie looking guy and check out his art.
Yeah, buy his shirt.
He's been starting to getting into vending recently, and
Yeah.
honestly, his style's dope. So,
Yeah, it's sick.
you
I
know,
want to do something with him.
shout out Dylan.
Shout out Dylan. Yeah, shout out to Zoomies. I think they made this shirt. Small mom and pop local company. I don't know if you've heard of it. Zoomies. It's like a
Mom,
little skateboard shop. It's like
mom
a
and
little,
pop.
yeah, it's like a little hole in the wall kind of thing. It's like kind of a, I
They
might
got the
beep it out. It's like a secret. I don't want people to know about my like little hidden secret gem, but yeah, they do cool like ironic like nostalgic shit like this. Like,
Toomey's at the mall.
I mean, it's in a mall, yeah, but like that's just where the rent's cheap and where you can stay low key. Speaking of the mall, let's talk about the mall. When's the last time you were at the mall?
Last time I was at the mall was actually last year. I went Christmas shopping with Sage and her parents.
How long do you think before malls are gone?
Uh, Next month.
Do you like I kind of
No.
think never, but I also kind of think if you look at every single mall, like every mall, it's like the population of people that go to this mall is like it used to be decent. Now there's no one going to any malls. What's up with that?
I mean, we got the internet,
You
dog.
got the internet, yeah, but it's like
COVID
it's like what you
plus
said.
internet,
You
bad
were looking for
combination.
Christmas gifts, and there's no better place to Christmas shop than at the mall because you don't know what you're looking for. You might just be looking for something, and if you find it, then you find it and you buy it. Rather than you're fucking online and you're scrolling and you're swiping and you're looking for shit. It's just a different experience. It's like eating an edible versus smoking a blunt.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I can, but I feel like that is a difference of experience that mainly only our generation can appreciate in a
And
way.
everyone older than us, yeah.
And everyone older. I mean, people older than us even use it more than just to shop at. You see those old people running around there.
Yeah, getting their exercise in.
Hell yeah.
Dude, because I remember when I first moved here in 2004, we would go to Union Station and it was bustling. It was
Dude, Union Station
popping
is
off, dude. There would be a
eh.
line at the Build-A-Bear and there'd be a line at the Lids.
Oh
And
yeah.
it would just like to an unimaginable scale be popping off. Like even like Ballpark Village, that's probably the most like populated like where crowds of people are gonna gather in St. Louis. It was like that, like on the weekends, just shit tons of people walking in and out of there buying shit.
It's hard for me to not blame COVID a little bit.
I mean, that mall specifically was closed way before COVID.
Talking about
The Union
Union
Station,
Station, yeah. Well, I mean,
way
and then you heard about the mills, right?
dude. The Mills Mall I was just about to mention next.
Yeah.
That was another one that we used to go like for my birthday every year. We would go there and go ice skating because they have the indoor ice skating rink
Shit, they had the skate park too.
and they had the skate park. And I would go there like for my birthday almost every year and play the little putt putt golf. They had a store that was just like mini golf that was like glow in the dark.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That mall was so cool, dude.
I mean, they also had didn't they have like a? I mean, it might still be open, but wasn't it connected to like a Bass Pro Shop or something? Was it
Yeah, there was. Yeah, it was
Cabela's?
like a Cabela's over there.
Cabela's, yeah.
I think that whole thing is closed.
I heard the whole thing might be close to being gone.
The last time I was over there, they had like a gate around the whole thing, and there was like one bulldozer. It was like really sad to see. It was just like this one construction dude just demolishing shit.
That's all they're paying out, and they'll be like, eventually he'll take care of it.
I guess, dude. He's gonna be there for 100 years.
Right?
He's gonna be here for so long.
I
That place
know.
was like a magical, like wonderland, though.
They,
Back in
it's
the day.
wild because like, how can you see malls being like if they still exist in the next 50 years? What can you see them being like?
I don't know, man. It's like I feel like in places around here, specifically like where we live, everyone's so spread out. So the mall is like it used to be seen as like, oh, that's just the central place where you go and you hang out
Yeah,
and stuff.
yeah.
But I mean, it's still the case that everyone's like spread out. But now that I feel like there's more, there's like, I don't know, there's more in between your house and the mall that you could go to. So you're like, why would I go to the mall? But people aren't really looking for that, like, oh, let me like go to this like central social hub. The only way I see malls like really popping off is if they're in like a dense population
Mm-hmm.
area where that's just where people go to have lunch or go to buy their groceries or something. But for us, it's like the mall's only I'll only go maybe once a year, and it's to go Christmas shopping, and I probably won't buy anything.
Yeah, I mean, seriously, it's like probably, taking your kids to get a picture with Santa
That
Claus is
too,
the only thing keeping it going.
man. Me and my sister were doing that way too late in life. We were
Makes sense.
single-handedly keeping the economy of the Santa Clauses open, single-handedly with me and my sister. We were probably just certainly way too old to be going there by ourselves to sit on Santa's lap. All right, and we're back after these short messages.
Back again.
Back again. Well, I think we covered a lot here today. We talked about your crazy time at EDC. We talked about malls and why they're closing.
We even brushed up on green tea.
We even brushed up on green tea.
Oh,
I finished mine. You still got a couple sips
yeah,
left.
yeah.
Well, what a lovely sound. I'm sure the people love to hear that. Yeah, they do. Well, Micah, what do you have to say to the people out there that you haven't already said a million times?
Well, for the millionth and one time, this weekend on the 19th, we have Choppy's final show.
This weekend.
And
That's April 19th.
April 19th, also the same day as Bicycle Day. A lot of good shows happening that night. Well,
Lot going on.
a lot going on. But our overall point is that this is a little bit more than just a show. This is truly a goodbye. So
A celebration of life
it is a celebration,
and of
yes,
leaving.
and of leaving, especially. It's a goodbye. And we know Enzo is coming, and he always puts on unforgettable shows. Always a fan. But if you're planning on hitting Enzo beforehand, it would be very nice to see as many faces as we can come and say goodbye to Choppy, show some love.
Or come say bye to Choppy and then go to Enzo.
Yeah, yeah. Before you go to Enzo, come say what's up. Come say goodbye. It's only $10. It's a cheap
10
shit.
smackaroonies. You can see Choppy. You can see, for the last time, Choppy in St. Louis. You can see myself back to back Necrotic Noise for the very first time ever. Very exciting stuff. Who
First
else?
time ever.
Who else can they see?
Oh, dude, I'm super stoked for your guys' set.
First
Honestly,
time ever. Debut set.
yeah,
Necrotic
necrotic.
Noise.
Necrotic and
Back to back. For
iDROPPA.
me, it's gonna be. I don't want to use the word lightly, but unforgettable.
Super excited.
More unforgettable.
I mean, let's start from the beginning. We got our secret opener. I'm gonna leave it as a secret, but definitely be there for the first half hour. And we might have another surprise that we're adding later too.
Bunch of surprises, bunch of secrets.
But um, let's see who's on. Is it Day
Got
Zero?
day zero.
Day Zero, you're unforgettable. You're not gonna want to miss Day Zero. Um, Couple of the year, honestly. They're
Power base couple.
adorable.
Fantastic.
Let's see who's can I do it by memory? Who's next on the list? And then I believe it's your guys. And then who else we got? We got Shady Dubs coming back to St. Louis with going at it with Jimmer.
Shady back to back Jimmer gonna be fire.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then we got one that I'm actually looking forward to see is the Capzilla back to back Packy.
Gonna be stupid fire.
And then we got
Bring your
our
ranch for that one.
yeah, you guys like ranch?
They do.
And of course we got our headliner Chase the Dream coming in from Detroit. He is a man of many talents. He's not afraid to spit on the mic while blasting some rhythm.
All the way from D Town.
It's a sight to be seen.
Spitting bars, spitting rhythm, chopping it up.
Yeah, yeah. Apparently, roommates with Dirty Snatcher.
Unimportant, but cool.
Yeah, he said that his roommate might be hooking him up with some few never heard IDs.
Surprise secret closing set by Dirty Snatcher? Question mark.
Hmm.
Well, I guess we'll have to wait and see. Where can people buy tickets to this event? Because it's only 10 smackaroons.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I
All
mean,
the way.
you could dig in your couch cushions. You could find that chump change.
Right. You can go on www.sagetownproductions.com
It's a great
and
website.
come to our website, buy a ticket, and don't worry about them being more than $10 at the door because they will be that same price all night.
10 smackaroonies for countless unforgettable sets. You might want to like buy a second brain to store all these memories that you're gonna make because you're not gonna be able to forget them.
Yeah, honestly, like anybody that like has any care for St. Louis local talent, this is going to be a showcase.
Yeah, if you like toasted raviolis and you like Emo's pizza and
Don't forget the ranch again.
you like ranch, come the fuck out. April 19th.
And
Red
honestly,
flag.
yeah, I need as many people from St. Louis there as possible to show what these fools coming from out of town, what St. Louis is like. Please help me.
Yeah, let's show these fools what's up. Let's send these kids back to Detroit with the proper education,
Exactly.
with love and respect.
Shout out to Chase the Dream. Tell your roommate I said what's up. And I cannot wait for your set. But really, you're gonna want to see Choppy's last set.
Yep.
I've been hearing updates almost every other day about how massive this
Is
set's
he
gonna be.
hyping it up?
Oh yeah,
Better be fire.
more than ever, more than ever.
Oh, I know it's gonna be good. I know it's gonna be fire. I know there's a couple songs in there that I probably helped him make, at least one of them. Hopefully he plays. If not, then fuck him. I'll play it. Either way, come out April 19th. Red flag. Go to sagetownproductions.com. Buy tickets. $10.
Yep, come say hi before Enzo, please.
Good shit. All right. Peace. Take it easy. We're done.
See ya.
Bye.
Peace.